Well, howdy, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of Social Media Success for Professionals. You guys, I have a jammer today. I have my friend Tom Foster from Foster Web Marketing with me today. And look, this guy, you've been in what? Business for 2 decades, man, over 2 decades. And you know what's up when it comes to organic digital marketing.
It hasn't changed. Well, thank you for that, Heather. I mean, it's still, that's what it's all about. It's about what people search for, and it's just how they do it. If they just do it differently now, but people are still going to the web and asking questions, and that's how I got into this in the first place. And
awesome.
I got it. You and I know each other and work together, and you are a social media expert, and that's one of the, that's a kind of it's not new now, right? But that wasn't around when I first got started. When I first got started, websites were new, right? The internet, Al Gore had just invented the internet, right? So wow. Everybody was just like, okay, Al, I guess we got to, we're going to start using this now. And it was kind of open season. It was the wild, wild west back then. And people weren't unsure of it. Everybody was still on television in terms of marketing themselves, and radio, TV and radio were the big mediums still, and direct mail, and conferences, and these were the ways that you would market yourselves as a business. And then this internet thing came along, and what is this thing?
Right.
What is this thing? What do you mean? And of course, I specialize in lawyers, and that's how I got into it. And I mean, I do lots of different types of businesses, but lawyers happen to be my specialty. Really, I just fell into it by accident, because I first started building websites with my mother-in-law. I got into business with my mother-in-law, who's a court reporter.
Oh, wow.
Owns a court reporting company, Casamo and Associates, here in Alexandria, right down the street, on the same street I'm on, Cameron Street, right here. She's on the 800 block. I'm on the 300 block. She's right down the street. So 20 years ago, I was, young kid, and I joined up with her and was helping her with marketing, and helping her with her marketing, because I had just been in software business and doing all that stuff, and that went away when Al Gore invented the internet, remember? And I was like looking for something to do, and I started helping Jody with video depositions, and I was doing trial presentation, and also I was building this website for Casamo and Associates, as a new marketing tool to market ourselves. I was like, we got to build a website for us. And I was building websites as a hobby myself for other people. My family, my mother owned her own business, a magazine business back then. And so I built their website for them. That was a multi-million-dollar business. So I was doing all of it. And that back then, like, you just did all this. I just wrote the code.
It was from scratch. There were no influencers. There were no trailblazers. Right. There's no
WordPress.
JavaScript for dummies.
Nothing. You're writing code.
Yeah.
I just wrote it from scratch.
Wow. And this new language.
You had
to learn.
Like I'm just getting books, like HTML books, and learning. And that's when I learned Cold Fusion, and Cold Fusion is a dynamic language, and that connects to databases, and I learned that. And long story short, I understood early on that marketing is all about responding to people's urgent needs and questions and innate desires.
Mhm.
That's what marketing is.
These things that we have internally that we desire,
Right.
we want so badly that.
And so
Yeah.
we had to position websites so that they would answer these questions. Just like they were doing on television or try to do, they still mess it up. They still screw it up.
Yeah.
Right? They still mess it up. On the radio, always marketing messages are still messed up, because still businesses still confuse. They try to put the brand first and not the message of, what the people want. Now, brand marketing is important. Yes, of course it is important, but more important is to make sure that you are addressing the needs of your customers, clients, patients, whatever they are. And the way to do that on the internet is through content.
Yeah.
And that's what I figured out. And because people go to the web, what do? What do we all do?
We're inquisitive.
We go there looking, we're searching for something.
Seeking. Yeah, we're seeking. We're searchers. Yeah.
Now we do it on our phones. Now we do it mobilely. But back then we all were on desktops, and we go on and we log on and we go to, and this is before Google existed.
AOL, eh?
Right. Back in AOL and oh my God, I'm forgetting all this.
Angel Fire and
Ask Jeeves and
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, yes. You name it. And different search engines. Then Google came along and just eliminated everybody. Yep. And Google took over and kind of like made it a level playing field. And organized it.
Yeah.
In a good way, arguably in a good way. Some people say Google's evil. Some people say Google. I'm right in the middle there. Right. You need it.
It's necessary. Yep.
Yep. And I think that really they've done an incredible job with information and organizing information.
Yeah, and you're talking about Google too, leveling the playing field for small businesses. We have at our fingertips as a small business owner the same tools that big major brands have.
Exactly.
We can
that was it.
Yeah, and we can get it out there. Now,
that was the big Heather, you're on it right there. That was the big thing that was different. Because only the big companies could advertise on TV or the radio or but money. When the internet came out or newspapers, I forgot about that. Magazines and newspapers, I forgot about the print. Duh. Yeah. Only the people with money could do that. But when the internet came out, anybody could do it. You didn't have to have any money to advertise on the internet to do marketing. Content marketing doesn't cost you anything. It still doesn't cost you anything.
Your time and creativity. Right. That's the things that you need. Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about it. But still, content marketing, that truly it costs time. Yeah. Yes, you have to have an infrastructure to support it. But that truly is, the game changer.
This is how we market in today's landscape. It's content marketing, and you deliver it on web, and you put specific things in there so that Google can read it and place you above the noise. And we can't do what big brands do. Big brands have the budget to spend on keywords. They can go out and purchase a keyword and own the keyword, right? So, if I were to try to go out,
they can buy all that stuff up.
Yeah, they buy it all up because they have the budget. But for us,
that's the evil part of Google. See, so Google mastered, Google figured out how to take the information and organically organize it so that people could access it for free. And then they put something on top of it to sell it, which is this pay-per-click thing, which is a shame. But So there's two pieces to Google, right? There's this free part, which is the organic, which is like really the bottom part of Google when you do a search. That's all the free stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's all organic. The pay-per-click stuff is all the ads, all the shit on the top.
Yeah.
But that's all the stuff that people buy and all the big companies buy. You're right. I mean, like that is just like old school.
Yeah.
That's all the shit that you buy and you pay keywords for, that you like think, okay, what do you think people are like imagining what they're thinking about? And like let's sell companies keywords, and that's how we're going to make money. And then we're going to sell them a landing page, and that's how Google makes money.
Yeah.
That's how they made money, to give away this free organic content to build the interest.
What I see for us, Tom, as a small business owner, agency owner, private practice owner, lawyer, doctor, consultant, what we need to do, like you said, on that content marketing, is make sure that we're providing the content that somebody desires to learn about or have an answer to, using specific words in our content, and doing it in our voice, in our way, in our language. I feel like that's the opportunity. Is we compete on value. I think we compete on information. If we can consistently get our information out there using blogs, landing pages, social media with the right keywords, that's our opportunity today on, right, or Google. Would that be a fair
Well,
statement?
that's the trick. That is always the trick, that's the secret sauce, Heather, is the ability to create content that is appealing to search, meaning that one, people are searching for it, that you are selling a service or a product that people need. First of all, you're a business that that people want it and need it. Like you're a lawyer or a doctor or whatever, that they have the need for your service. So one is putting out good content that is indexed, that is searchable, optimized and searchable. Then the other part, okay, so one is appealing to the search engines so that it is found. Then the second thing is appealing to the actual person that is reading the content.
That's a fine line,
right?
Yeah.
So that is the magic. That is what you got to find, and that is the secret sauce, is because that person needs to convert then to a lead or a patient or a client or whatever immediately. And then there's all kinds of things that happen there. So there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of things that you need to think about. And I guess the complexity of it has changed.
Yeah. And there's updates all the time.
And you have so much more competition now.
Yeah. So how do we stand out?
Well, you have to be unique. You have to look, it's no different. You still have your USP, you have your unique selling proposition. What is unique about you? What makes you different than your competition? What about you? And also it's like you have your perfect client or your perfect customer or your perfect patient. You have a right to connect with them. And that's also too what you want to be marketing for, is that perfect client. But you don't want to be like, just cast a wide net for everybody.
Right.
So the important thing too is making sure that your marketing is very focused, right? So that you are speaking, that your narrative, that your communication, that your content narrative is directed at your perfect client, that you're speaking the same language.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, if you listen to your clients, they will tell you exactly what to write. Just pay attention.
And this is the problem that has plagued me over in my life as a marketer, and a business owner. And I've watched it it happens in my own company. But where you don't listen to your clients.
Mm.
Your clients will tell you everything that you need to know about how to sell to more of them, or how to sell to them.
Yep.
If you just listen to them instead of trying to convince them about what you want to sell them.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's the same thing, but they're usually saying it in a different way than you're trying to say it. But if you can let your ego go and listen to them first, those are the businesses that win.
Yep.
That I see.
Yeah, I love that. I have my ears on. I have my little signal up at all times. I have my team and I, when we read books, when we hear phrases, it's like we're trying to absorb all of this stuff so that we can filter it through our lens and then deliver it in a unique way right back out to the masses. And I'm telling you, it works. When you make a transition and a shift to speak to your audience and try to relate on that level, lights out.
Well, you're really good at it. Okay, so you're an example of it working, in terms of like client, however you want to call this, relationship that we have. I mean, like, you've done a fantastic job of listening to my pains and my issues and address them. And that's why we're doing business together.
Yeah. Thank you.
And that's exactly the point that
we're
making really here, right? And if you want more, which we all do, it is putting out the content that they want, not what you want.
Mm-hmm.
It is what they want. And so the magic is, what you've got to figure out is marrying what you want and they want together.
Yeah.
And it's usually the same thing. For instance, in my case, what do I want? I want all my clients to upgrade. And so do they. It's in their best interest to upgrade. And I want them to upgrade for obvious reasons. One, it's more revenue for me. That's, bottom line. Two, it's good for them because it's going to make their website better and they're going to be better off for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you approach it in a way of like, you need to upgrade your website, if I hammer them like that, how are you going to react? You're going to be like, oh, this guy just wants my money.
Yeah. One of the best pieces of advice I was ever given early in my marketing career is people hate to be sold, but they love to buy.
Right. Yeah.
That's the magic,
right? The magic is trying to find that. The magic is trying to find that where they don't know, or you're like just letting them know, hey, this is here for you.
Yeah.
This is available for you. And I have this for you better than anybody else does.
And look at all my proof on my website.
Right. Like I've done for everybody else, just like you.
Yeah.
You and I, we're kind of simpatico. let's make this happen.
Yeah.
That's the trick. That's the rub.
That's the rub.
And that's what I've been, chasing for my entire career in marketing, is trying to find that and teaching other people to do that. And sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't.
So tell me, you've been doing it for over 2 decades, my friend. So how can then people work with you, especially if you're a lawyer or a doctor?
Oh, well, anybody can work with us, but if you are a lawyer or a doctor, that's who we work the most with. We've helped law firms, many law firms, thousands, earn millions, some billions in cases and clients over the years. So we've helped many, with one of the biggest law firms in the country, in the Midwest, QP and Abraham. I'm very proud of that. Jason Abraham is a very good friend of mine. Matter of fact, I was going to say, that's the gentleman that I did a podcast with. Jason's a very good buddy of mine. And he said, you got to fail half the time. And I love that quote from him. And it's true. You got to fail half the time in order to succeed. It's true. Anyway, if you'd like to find out more information about how we work and how we do things, which is different than all those other knuckleheads out there that are selling you pay-per-click and landing pages and this or that or whatever the thing. We're gonna do marketing here when you work with Foster Web Marketing. We're going to show you how to do content marketing, do it the right way for longevity. But you can just go to fosterwebmarketing.com and you'll be greeted there with there's a little I'm right there on the homepage, and set an appointment. And my brother Chad is happy to talk to you and see if we can help out. If those that are interested in our services, we are not inexpensive. I can tell you that. We are high-end custom websites, but we are full service, and also we can teach you how to do this yourself. We have our software allows you to update your own website, do this all yourself. About 70% of our clients do all of this themselves, and we coach them how to do it. So we go both ways.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And we've been working together for a few months, and I've had nothing but fun.
It's just the beginning, and I love
it. It's just the beginning. And so, it's just great to have a partner like you, Tom. I really appreciate it. Your agency is inspiring for us to do even better. So, if you do want to work with Tom, please, fosterwebmarketing.com. It's it. Like, you don't need to look any further. That's a one for you. And
thank you so much, Heather.
You're helping other firms get out there and be billion-dollar companies with organic content marketing, doing it the right way. You don't need to pay, y'all. You don't need to pay. Social and digital marketing, you don't have to pay. So we're gonna carry that rally flag.
That's right.
As we move forward. Tom, this has been amazing. Thank you for sharing your story, your journey, your inspirations, your tips, plenty to review. And I just appreciate it so much. And I can't wait to have you back on the show. So thank you so much for joining me on the show. Hey, this is what happens on a podcast.
You're the best. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Attention, all professional service providers. Are you tired of constantly trying to come up with new and innovative content for your social media platforms?
Yeah, it's such a hassle. I spend hours every week just trying to think of what to post. And it's not just about coming up with ideas, it's about making sure it's relevant and engaging for my audience.
Well, have no fear, because we have the solution for you. You can download Holloway Media Services free content calendar for professionals.
I just downloaded the content calendar, and it's jam-packed with exciting and thought-provoking content that's tailored specifically for people like me.
No more wasted time, no more frustration. All you have to do is download the content calendar and let the magic happen. And the best part? It's completely free. No hidden fees or catches. Just a helpful resource to make your content creation a breeze.
Don't wait. Download the free content calendar for professionals now and take the first step towards effortless and effective content creation.
Click the link in the show notes.
I'm Heather Holloway, and you've been listening to Social Media Success for Professionals. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me and my team. Hey, remember, check the show notes for resources and links to other episodes, and don't forget to hit that subscribe and follow button to be notified when new episodes are released.